Avila of Ohio State against Sarah Williams, the former defensive standout in the Big Ten at Wisconsin. Off we go. Actions on the perimeter by the Huskies. Williams takes it to the rack and scores.
Great decision by Williams. Saw that she had that open lane to the basket and took it. I like to see her aggressive, especially from that high post wing.
Still finding her rhythm as a member of UConn at Wisconsin for 3 years in Madison. 2024 Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Pull up, Jay. Way to knock it down. That's Jelani Cambridge.
Cambridge is so quick. She doesn't need a ton of room to get that shot off either. So shifty.
Great head fake and stepping into it. There's too many steps by Ashlyn Shade. This is one way to get Sarah Williams comfortable in Connecticut.
And the help side late sliding over, but the moment that you overplay Sarah Williams, brilliant decision making, then Jelani Cambridge needs no time. Her quickness, she can stop on a dime, let the defense fly by her, and then let it fly.
In 2 games, Cambridge just over 20 points per game and a steal. UConn averaging 16 thefts per game. First in the Big East. Shade feeds it to Williams. They are featuring her early on the block.
I like the decision to get the ball inside. You establish an inside presence. It just opens up the perimeter for everybody else.
Well, Ohio State won't blank an opponent today in the first quarter. The 26-0. It's Bellarmine. Stuffed by Strong. Ohio State sticks with it. Still 12 to shoot. Not much room to breathe. Straight up defense. That's a terrific finish by Kylie Kitts, the redshirt freshman from Florida.
Ohio State likes to press. They turn people over at a high clip. It helps them dictate pace of play in the game. They want to speed UConn up as much as possible.
16th in the nation, Ohio State, in turnover percentage. UConn forcing a ton as well. Sarah Strong with range.
Just watching the balance of Strong. Shoulder squared. That release is pure and quick. I love how much confidence she's played with early on this season. She does everything for UConn from an offensive perspective. Playmaking, shooting, rebounding, blocking on defense.
It's her 4th made 3 of the year, was 39% her freshman season, and they're making shots here at high noon. That's Kennedy Cambridge. Older sister of Jelani. UConn answers. Thanks to Ashlyn Shade.
Look, we love offense early on, Brendan. What can we say here? But watch UConn pushing the moment, even on a make basket. They're trying to make sure Ohio State can't get set up in their press.
Buckeyes 3 of 4 from the floor. UConn a perfect 4 of 4. Tipped back into the hands of Chance Gray. Up with the left and in.
Chance Gray knocks down a 3. The defense comes up on her, so now she's got to take it all the way to the rim. And that's what Ohio State does. Jelani Cambridge does a great job of getting underneath the ball handler. And KK Arnold just turned around and didn't have a ton of space to move. Gray going all the way to the rim. Strong just stunted at her. Probably needed to slide over a little more from the help side. Watch how in rhythm that is. The spacing also so good from UConn early. They have room to get shots off.
Both teams with good starts. Kennedy Cambridge with the spray. It's Chance Gray from deep.
Chance Gray has only shot 22% from 3 to start out, 27% rather. And that's what she does. When she heats up from 3, it's like a microwave scorer. She heats up in a hurry.
Just 3 of 11 coming in. You said it. Has not shot it to her capability. But the senior, 1 of 2 on the team, off to a good start. Here's Jelani Cambridge. Pulls up from the nail and rattles in.
Ohio State is playing with a ton of pace right now. They're scoring quickly, yet under control.
3/4 court press by the Buckeyes. 14-10. 3.5 minutes into quarter number 1. The Buckeyes got the best of the Huskies in the NCAA tournament in 2023. Williams pull-up jumper. Shade chases it down. Cambridge wins the foot race. Here's Jelani Cambridge snaking Kitts. Do a little dance. Turnover.
Keep in mind, this is Kylie Kitts' first season really playing a full season of college basketball, so she'll continue to get comfortable. The quickness, the footwork, and you have to give her a step. You saw Easy Fudd stepping back a little bit just because Jelani Cambridge is so quick. And then Chance Gray making it rain from beyond the arc.
Shade with another. She can shoot it. On the year, just 1 of 12 coming in. It was a matter of time. She'd see the ball rip the courts. Both teams perfect from behind the three-point line. 2 of 2 Ohio State, 3 of 3 UConn.
Arnold gets called for a foul there. The moment Jelani Cambridge gives the ball up, UConn's trying to hard deny, making sure she doesn't get it back.
Be our first stoppage besides some live ball travels.
Yeah, it's good to see people make shots.
Deflection by UConn. Shade with her eyes up the floor. Arnold, a rare miss. That close to the bucket. Kennedy Cambridge hits the brakes and slows it down with 5.5 to go, opening quarter. Ohio State by 1. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. Fudd draws the matchup of Jelani Cambridge. Pass is denied by Strong. AZ Fudd on the move. In traffic, the spin won't go. No whistle there, they play on. Fans here in Hartford beside themselves. Excellent energy in these first 5 minutes.
Not a ton of stoppage in play yet. I'm sure these players are looking for a whistle here in a second.
Shade, that's a mismatch down low. Strong erupts for the rebound. Look, she's got the handles. The feed inside Williams.
That was a bounce pass from the People's Bank Arena logo. Her precision in passing is unbelievable.
We might have to remove the baby from Baby Jokic. She is a grown woman on the floor right now.
Jokic, man. That's what Gino calls her, of course.
Step back. Cambridge missed it short. I think Gino is making a point to say it every game. She can score it as well. Finger roll.
What makes her unique is the fact she can get the rebound and they can push and go. UConn's transition game has been so fast this season because Sarah Strong can run the point.
And Lem Mamila with a foul drawn on Williams. Catch your breath. 6 minutes in. UConn and Ohio State scoring the basketball. 3-point lead for the Huskies. The energy. Coach McGuff said she had a terrific offseason. Part of her confidence building was experience at WNBA star Kelsey Plum in her camp. There's confidence, not just speaking, but in the voice. There's power to it as just a sophomore. Buckeyes down 3, shot clock to 5. Have to hoist another triple. This time it's her sister Kennedy.
Great awareness by Cambridge coming over shot clock, but there's a lot of room for her to get that shot off.
We are tied for the 4th time with 3:30 left in the first. Ohio State shooting 70% from the floor. UConn 54%, 7 buckets, 5 assists. Another opportunity for an assist, short. Rebound Jelani Cambridge. Head of the snake as we tease. Pull up, yes.
She's so quick. Watching her in real time here, it's difficult to turn her, and it's difficult to go backpedal on her.
AZ Fudd, anything you can do. She tried to do better. And over the back. On Shade of UConn. So it stays back to Buckeyes, rather.
I mean, my goodness, the way that Jelani Cambridge could take the ball in a break and go, and you think she might go to the rim. Look, she just flew by 1, 2. Everybody was trying to keep up with her, but she's just so quick.
Kaylee Heckel, USC transfer, has checked in, 9 in white. This is Blanca Quinones, the freshman at 19 years old from Ecuador, finds Fudd, calling a pass to Strong, and the foul. Will they give her an assist? I hope so, for her sake.
Hey, you never know. If you're in with the stat guy, maybe they'll help you out with one. Sarah Strong is so smart in terms of positioning herself under the rim to get offensive rebound putbacks. In addition to, she plays with physicality, she positions herself the right way, and she's so balanced when she goes up with the ball.
Strong is up to 7 points. Perfect 3 of 3 from the floor. 3 boards, 2 assists. Her fingerprints all over the box score.
And she's emerged as a vocal leader for this UConn team. Only a sophomore. They've been really impressed with how she's come along, communicating with her team on the floor.
High off glass, Kennedy Cambridge, no. Rebound Quinones. A freight train from Ecuador, driving it, and the foul. Blanca Quinones
defense 101, stop the ball. Transition offense 101, go till you get stopped, which is exactly what Blanca Quiñones was able to do. Such a strong body, too. At 6'2", she's balanced. She has so much length in getting to the rim, but those shoulders stay nice and squared.
Gino Auriemma must be proud. No turnover there when he said in the preseason that she leads the free world in turnovers. And how about after Wednesday's game, Quiñones played 14 minutes against Loyola Chicago, and Gino Auriemma said, we want to keep ramping her up. She went up the ramp and put it home.
Well, she certainly doesn't look like a freshman by any means, but she's been playing overseas in Spain. And when you play against professionals at a young age, you learn, one, how to play against bigger players, and the pace of play isn't as much of an adjustment coming to college.
KK Arnold tries to rip it away from Kylie Kitts. Held ball, stays with Ohio State. It's a 6-0 Connecticut run.
UConn's done a great job of getting to the rim over this run.
Here at People's Bank Arena, first Hartford appearance for the women's team. In the hands of Tiana Todd, senior from Vaughan, Ontario. Her jumper from inside the line knocks it down.
Ohio State's had room to get their shots off. UConn's been stepped back almost a little too far, trying to prevent any type of drive.
Take her to school. Strong decides to kick it. Deflected out of bounds by Ohio State. Chance Gray back in there for Cambridge, who gets blown.
This is good recognition right there, and just using a little bit of a step back to create the separation needed by Todd to get the shot in.
Stack set for UConn with Quiñones at the elbow, makes the grab, assertive, poked out of bounds by Ava Watson.
I love her game. Quiñones is fearless. She just caught that ball, tried to drive through two people. She's not afraid of the physicality in the paint.
Huskies feeding the paint early on here in Hartford. 12 of the 23 points in the paint. 2 more. Quiñones.
That was way too easy for Ohio State to let off an inbounds play. You got to be ready, jumping to the ball.
As Megan mentioned, Blanca was in Italy before coming to UConn. Competed in the Serie A1 league since 2020. Invaluable overseas experience against pro-ready talent. That's an offensive foul. Kylie Kitts setting the screen. Huskies basketball.
Kaylee Heckel able to draw the charge for UConn. She's done a great job coming in a transfer from USC. The IQ she brings to the floor, in addition to her ball handling, has been massive. Coach Auriemma has depth now this season, especially in the guard position where multiple people can handle the ball. A little helter-skelter there.
Arnold extra. Kitts wrestles the rebound. Heckel commits the foul. She was born in Greenwich, Connecticut. Sue Bird is her biggest sports hero, so she is thrilled to be wearing the UConn jersey.
Sue Bird's a pretty good sports hero to have.
I would imagine Kaylee Heckel is not alone to have that as her hero. There are a lot of options.
Probably Coach Auriemma's hero, too.
Sidestep, Cambridge, yes! Rips the cords, Kennedy Cambridge. Her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
If Ohio State can keep making shots, it's going to open up room on the interior for them to get an inside presence.
Allie Zabel in the ball game, 11 in white, sophomore from the state of Wisconsin. Bounces it for Strong, in her reach, swing it. Heckel, the travel.
The ball pressure from Ohio State on the perimeter has been really good. Moving on the flight of the ball, but pressuring anybody who has it has been massive, and trying to create a little bit of chaos and just get UConn uncomfortable.
Cambridge sisters unite here with the Buckeyes. Kennedy, a redshirt junior, Jelani in her true sophomore season. Chance Gray from way outside, nearly got the friendly bounce. Sarah Strong parachutes in.
It feels like Sarah Strong has gotten every single rebound for UConn. That's what it feels like right now.
She's up to 4, has played this entire first quarter. Shot clock is off. Arnold to Quiñones on an island. Block up for 2. And UConn leads it by 3 at the end of 1. Highly efficient offensive quarter. We'll be back to Hartford.
Very impressive.
Just prior to tip-off. They like the touch at the facility and stores where they etch each player's name on the banner to signify the collective initiative and the talent that they've brought to Stores, Connecticut. A lot of offense in the first, fun with the catch and fire. Shade was crashing the glass, rather Zabel could not rip it in. Here come the Buckeyes. They shot 67% in that first quarter, including 4 of 6 from deep. Kennedy Cambridge leading the way with 9. Three-pointer off the mark, foot race. They did reset the shot clock, though they did not. So it's down to 5 for Cambridge. Tangled up, fought the strip.
Already better defense by Yukon, getting into passing lanes and keeping the ball on one side.
On the outlet, Zabel tees up a 3. Easy Fudd from the weak side, last touch by Ohio State. Fudd is 0 for 6 from the floor, no points. But her teammates in Strong, Quinones, and Sarah Williams, the paint points have stood out to you.
Paint points forces the defense to collapse because I have to guard down low, which is going to open things and relieve pressure for Easy Fudd on the perimeter. She just needs to keep shooting.
Quinones 7 points in 5 minutes. They feed Strong halfway down and out. Fudd with immediate ball pressure on Jelani Cambridge. This is a fun matchup. 6 points for Cambridge in the early going. This is Kennedy Cambridge, denied at the rim, rather Chance Gray stopped. Here comes Strong in the open court. Sarah Strong high off the window.
Strong just looking at Jelani Cambridge going up for it, but she again stays so balanced, shoulders square to the rim on the finish.
Even while Strong's momentum is gliding away from the backboard, she makes it look so simple.
She does make it look simple. She's got tremendous touch, and her fundamentals are so on point.
Gina Wariema mentioned 3 former Huskies, Stephanie Dolson, Brianna Stewart, and Maya Moore. Put them in a blender, you get something like Sarah Strong.
And then he also added, she's as good of a shooter as any of the guards we've had.
Just filthy.
And this is somebody who had Diana Taurasi as a guard.
KK Arnold, tight ropes. Nice deflection by Chance Gray. With 45 steals a year ago. It's UConn basketball.
Reading the defense, I mean, she just takes a bump, but those shoulders stay square to the rim, the focus on the finish. She goes up for a layup expecting to make it, not looking to get fouled.
Fudd on the board.
That was automatic from Easy Fudd. Like every time you practice, come off the screen, shoulder squared, 1-2 step, knock it down.
2.5 minutes into the second quarter, AZ Fudd has finally scored. She's gone for 20 plus in 2 outings against Louisville and Florida State.
KK Arnold trying really hard to not let Jelani Cambridge catch the ball.
Shielding her, nowhere to go. Finds her sister, Kennedy Cambridge. Fudd lost a step. Kennedy Cambridge denied at the rim.
That was a good job by Fudd staying down on defense.
This is Ali Zabel. Circles. Finds Strong. But timeout, Ohio State.
Rebounds for Sarah Strong.
High motor in her sophomore season. Rotates to help out her teammate. High off the window. Kicks. First points for Ohio State here in the second. Stops an 8-0 UConn run.
UConn's defense has been much more disciplined to start this quarter. You wonder what coach said to them at that quarter break. It was stay down, keep Ohio State to 1 and done, and get more aggressive when they have the ball on the perimeter.
After the Loyola Chicago game, Gina Wariema said, I'm not exactly thrilled where we are offensively. And after cleaning up some turnovers on their own end, the defense stood out. This is uncharacteristic based on how UConn's looked in the first 2 weeks of the season. Ohio State shooting 58% from the floor. They've hit some tough ones, though.
UConn shooting 50% from the field as a team right now, though. I mean, that's pretty efficient overall. Most teams would be happy with that. What helps when you have some depth in the front court, especially bringing in Sarah Williams, who is more of that traditional back-to-the-back post player. First play of the game, she buries her defender deep and finishes at the rim. when you can establish an inside presence, the defense has to focus on that collapse a little bit. It opens up so much more for your offense to have more room to shoot, move, pass, cut, whatever it might be.
What do you make of this combination with this bigger lineup? Quinones, Strong, and Williams.
Well, it's a big advantage because Ohio State's front court isn't as deep, nor is it as experienced. So having some players that are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" on the floor at this time is a huge advantage from a size and physicality perspective.
An 11-point lead for Connecticut. These two programs last met.
Look at the denials.
That's Heckle rotating by, and that's a tough shot by Jelani Cambridge.
Jelani Cambridge looks like she's in a video game sometimes with just that quickness, her ability to blow by everybody on the floor. You got to defend her by committee.
She was the Y stick.
The Y stick, I like that. I'm not really a video gamer. However, I'd imagine if I was, I'd want her on my team. And she reads the defense so quickly and she plays so quick. She's like 3 steps ahead of everybody on the floor.
Just you wait. Baby JJ will be asking for video games under the tree.
My son's not playing video games anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
Kitts lets it rip. Strong the board. Look at that.
Pass.
Oh my goodness.
That was like Tom Brady or Rob Gronkowski, old school right there. Perfectly placed. We're in New England. I had to make a Patriots reference.
20 points now for UConn, an 11-point lead once again. Sarah Strong with the home run ball. Just making the pocket big and throwing it deep. The Cambridge family with the 2 sisters on the team here, Kennedy and Jelani, 2 of 8 children. Jordan was a fantastic player at Vanderbilt, 3-time All-SEC defensive team. She had 351 career steals. They all fit that in their basketball careers. Defensive intensity.
Can you imagine the conversations at the dinner table?
And they're stealing each other's food. I get a second serving. And that is Tiana Todd, the senior, one of 2 on the Buckeyes, who hits the deck. It's a young basketball team. Talked about the vocal nature of Jelani and taking on a leadership role at such a young age.
Well, Ohio State has been so quick and they were able to score in bunches early on. UConn's doing a much better job of denying. So in those cases, Ohio State has to backdoor. They've been open a couple of times, but they missed each other.
Kennedy and Jelani have combined for 17 points. Todd, as strong as the matchup, drives it on her. Good luck. And they call foul on Sarah Strong.
A little bit of a body bump there by Strong. But nice job by Todd driving to the rim. Ohio State hasn't been able to get into a rhythm or flow offensively. You get into a rhythm or flow by driving to the rim, trying to create some foul opportunities, stopping the clock and putting points on the board.
I love these fans. It's just the second foul called on UConn today.
Hey.
15 minutes in.
If you're going to fan, you got to fan hard. I like it.
Tiana Todd at the line. Boston College transfer, 3 years with the Eagles of the ACC. Averaged a career-high 14 points a game last year. She's up to 4 points. It's a 9-point game. Sarah Williams to Strong. Extra to Quinones.
That shot is so pure. Off the pass, there's like no movement in it. Quinones automatically gets into that shot with that release.
Sarah Williams at 6'4", Sarah Strong 6'2", and Blanca at 6'2", and the bigs are hanging on the perimeter.
Well, nowadays, with basketball in the WNBA, you have to be able to guard on the perimeter if you're a big.
Facts. 4:30 left in the half. Step back jumper inside the line. Trickles off the iron. Todd, no good.
UConn's done a much better job of keeping Ohio State to one and done in this quarter.
Heckle, familiarity with Ohio State, playing in the Big Ten at USC. Strong, a rare missed bunny. And corralled by Todd. Gallops down the right lane and lost it.
Getting back in transition defense has also been big for UConn in this quarter. Ohio State has not had any open looks at the rim.
9 Buckeyes turnovers. UConn has attempted 10 more field goals. Fudd lost the dribble. Paint touch intended for Williams. Hits the reach-in foul.
A nice job by Yukon looking inside every single time they catch the ball, trying to establish that inside presence and let Sarah Williams go to work. But the moment you see the numbers on the front of the jersey, you've got to hit your teammate down low in the paint.
Nice ovation for Blanca Quinones. Gino Auriemma has kept his word about ramping her up. 10 points in 10 minutes for Blanca. Played just 14 minutes Wednesday in the blowout win over Loyola Chicago.
You can just see how good
Oh my gosh.
Quinones is going to be.
She's only 19. But that professional experience in Italy has transitioned well into the States, the college level. Ohio State very much in this. Down by 12. We had a hot start offensively. Jelani Cambridge draws two. Spray it. Gray. Good look.
Exactly what you want to do when you have two Cambridge 3 multiple jerseys. Find your shooters.
Jelani Cambridge with the ups at 5'7". To make it difficult for UConn. She does. It's turnover.
Well, I like the idea of putting some length on her. Williams kind of flat hedged right there. So Cambridge couldn't really turn the corner to get to the rim. This is where UConn has to use its length and physicality.
Ohio State started strong from the three-point arc, and they've missed their last four. We go under 3 minutes left in this first half. UConn by 12. Sarah Strong is guilty again. It's her second. Team's third. Oh, pardon me, they'll get shade. 12, not 21. And shade second. Staying here. Still 20 to shoot for Ohio State. Picked 5th in the Big Ten preseason poll.
It's a rare occurrence when the preseason hits and Ohio State isn't ranked in the top 25. They've had a lot of turnover.
They feel a little disrespected, though. You talk to Jelani Cambridge, you talk to Chance Gray. They think they're being slept on.
I would agree with that. This is still an Ohio State team that consistently makes the NCAA tournament, that has consistently wreaked havoc on the Big Ten. They press, they play fast, they can get to the rim. And you look at the players that have gone through this program over the last couple of years, J.C. Sheldon having a really nice couple of seasons in the WNBA to start out so far. It's a program that expects to win every time they step on the floor. Coach McGuff's done a great job.
Sheldon now with the Washington Mystics. Ill-advised pass. Huskies ball, a turnover once again by Ohio State. Now up to 10 in the game. Kevin McGuff, here's his resume. Last year started 17-0. I mean, you could look at this resume for a lot of college head coaches, the roster turnover and then how to rebound immediately the following season. He's embraced it. He likes this group of kids.
It's a young group. It's not as experienced of a group, but still a lot of talent, a lot of quickness that we've seen so far, especially in the guard positions. Jelani Cambridge has the most minutes and points of anybody returning. She's only a sophomore.
Fudd the lob, Strong the finish.
Strong is so patient and balanced. She doesn't get sped up at all. It's that maturity as a sophomore that makes her so impressive.
14-point Connecticut lead, their largest this afternoon. Double screen action. Kitts is guilty again.
You gotta establish that screening position. Stay where you are. No hip movements. No checks there. Watch the patience, the balance. She doesn't get sped up. She just stays right there, waits for the defense to pass. Wide open bunny.
Credit to Fudd, who has 3 assists in this half, has not had it going shooting it. So why not set up your teammates?
That's what you have to do. Even when you're not scoring on the floor, AZ Fudd, because of her offensive ability, keeps the defense attention. So she can open up so much for her teammates.
Offensive foul, Blanca Quinones.
Quinones just coming in a little out of control, trying to force that one. And that's, as she continues to get more experience, just needed to stay a little more balanced. She left her feet. And the moment you do that, defense has time to slide over and take the charge.
Coach Auriemma sticks with her. Sarah Williams has 2 fouls, so she's on the bench. Cambridge wanted to pull out.
Look at a tap there.
UConn now up to 8 steals. Ohio State has 0. team that had committed 10.5 in their first 2 games. 90 seconds to go in the half. Strong, why not? Kept in bounds, Arnold to Fun. Oh yeah.
That's why you don't want to save the ball underneath your opponent's basket like that. Easy Fudd all day to knock it down.
Yeah, if you do that, Fudd around and find out.
We've seen a lot of those t-shirts in here, by the way.
It's a hit. Good ratings. We like our ratings so far here on Peacock. Big 10, Big East. This is a no-no. You can't do this.
You don't want to save the under the opponent's basket. Just let it go out. Let your defense get set. Now, Easy Fudd needs like a half second to set up, and there she had at least 5 seconds. And there's her mom, the former Katie Smurka-Duffy, one of the all-time greats at Georgetown. And fun fact, I used to train with her when I was really young. I've never been more sore in my life. I told Easy that at Big East Media Day, and she said, yeah, that tracks. Sounds about right.
17-point UConn lead.
Flood around and find out.
Hey, the parents are doing their job marketing.
Great basketball family, too. And it's been so fun to watch the strides that Easy Fudd's been able to make while at UConn. And she comes back saying, you know, this is the first year I'm going to stay healthy the entire season. That's the goal. She's dealt with injuries throughout her career, but someone who is going to be highly looked at by WNBA general managers and head coaches, many of who are here today, by the way.
That's right. You consider Azzi with ACL injury, meniscus injury, played in just 2 games 2 years ago. The freshman year, just 15 games. She's in for one last ride with Connecticut. We got a 3-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Fudd from distance. Swirls home. It's a 20-piece in the first half. UConn, 50-30 lead. Cambridge. Buzzer sounds.
Board get a little bit of confidence. They've got to get to the line and get some more paint touches in this half.
Starting 5 for both programs on the floor. Fudd came alive at the end of the second quarter. Was scoreless in the first, had 9 points, all triples in the second. Shade to the elbow, Fudd on the kick, knocks it down.
Great ball movement by UConn, hitting the middle, getting the defense to collapse, wide open shots.
UConn collectively 9 of 14 from deep. Strong propels the break, cross court to Arnold. Now they hum it on the perimeter. KK Arnold, rip and go. Hits with the stand-up defense and a reach-in foul by Connecticut. It's on Arnold.
Great ball movement by UConn here, finding the open. I love that skip pass. Weak side, wide open. Easy Fudd just sitting there. Everybody in a red jersey forgot about it.
We're mesmerized by the skill, but I am more impressed with the brain, the head of Sarah Strong. As just a sophomore, seems to always make the right decision.
As a sophomore, and the patience with the decision-making. So many times when you get into an environment against a team like Ohio State who speeds people up, she still somehow is the calm in the storm. And she's consistently been like that ever since she stepped foot on campus.
Makes the catch, glides it and one.
Understanding where the defense is, spacing, moving without the ball. Sarah Strong literally does it all. Right there, that's a wide open runway. And even when she sees the contact, she's focused on the finish. So many times players go up with it and they're focused on trying to get fouled. Sarah Strong's just like, let me make this bucket.
After the first handful of games, Gino Oriema has challenged her privately and publicly. I want her to play like the best player in the country. She's become more vocal. And the numbers, the skills speak for themselves. What a move by Cambridge! Did she just go through the legs of Williams and banks it in and one? Oh my goodness.
It's like we're at the playground in elementary school, going through the legs. Jelani Cambridge, did that actually happen? Oh my gosh. Put that on a highlight reel. And she got the finish as well. Cambridge gets so low to the ground when she's crossing over or handling the ball. It's difficult as a defender to match that lowness, dropping down. a heck of a finish.
Jelani Cambridge landed 9th on Megan McEwen's top 20 returning players to the Big Ten. Maybe she's moving up.
Did you have that ready to go?
Yeah.
Wow.
I watch your
research.
I watch your content. I'm not just your
it's like
partner.
you and
I'm
my
your friend.
mom. We're probably the only two people who do.
Gotta get those clicks up. Set the feet, Blanca. Are you serious?
She's laughing about it too.
What do you do to these rims in Hartford? It is their debut in the Hartford Arena, People's Bank Arena.
Look at
KK
KKR. She's just icing.
And she called for a foul.
Great adjustment by Yukon on Jelani Cambridge. Look, this hits every single part of the basket and then just falls in. Soft rims here. She's getting that type of treatment from the rims as a freshman, too.
Blanca Quinones with 13 points. Season high in her freshman season, 14 minutes. Second chance here for Chance Gray. Knocked away by Strong. Eyes up the floor. Reads the defense. Strong.
Sarah Strong looks like she's playing against kids right now. The way that she just handles the rock. She's so patient. She's so balanced. And right now, she has UConn absolutely rolling. What's impressive about UConn so far in this season, we've only played 3 or 4 games, their ability to make adjustments. That first quarter, Ohio State threw the first punch, owned pace of play. That second quarter, UConn came out, locked down defensively. They did not let Ohio State have an easy bucket whatsoever. Kind of like when that young lady played, Morgan Tuck, now currently with the Connecticut Sun.
She does a great job. Great to see Morgan. A lot of WNBA front office members here. Morgan, the general manager. Oh, what a pass. Fun to Sarah Williams.
UConn's so balanced right now. Like, balanced by physically being balanced. Off 2 feet, shoulders squared. Great job by everyone on the perimeter.
So Gino said after Wednesday's game he wasn't thrilled with the offensive progress. When he watches the film, will he feel better?
I mean, I would imagine being up 30 against a really good Big Ten team would make you feel pretty decent about your offense right now.
Well, I said feel better. He should feel decent, period. Run out, Strong for 2.
It's the defense that he's going to be happy with. Making that adjustment in the second quarter where Ohio State has not been able to consistently get the ball from side to side. That's been impressive. Locking teams down this early in the season is a really good sign.
Triple-double watch for Sarah Strong. 22 points, a career-high 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Strong is a plus 32 to lead all players in the game. Still 6 and change to go in the third.
I really like Chance Gray's game. She's known as a shooter, so on scouting report starting out, teams are going to come out, check her up high. She's quick and can get to the rim as well.
Former 5-star recruit, now a senior, played her previous college basketball at Oregon as a freshman and a sophomore. Second season with Ohio State. Jelani Cambridge, rack attack, and knocked out of bounds by the Huskies. Ohio State basketball.
Ohio State scores so much in transition. The transition defense from UConn has been huge. Allison Feaster right there. That is the mom of Sarah Strong. And I tell you what, I had a chance to talk to Allison earlier this year and asked her, when did you know Sarah was going to be really good? And she said, you know, you're living overseas playing. And right there, I knew she was going to be pretty good when she was in middle school or so. And I think that prediction has panned out very well. Of course, Allison played at Harvard on that team that beat Stanford, 16 seed versus the 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, which, by the way, folks, that was the actual first time a 16 seed beat a 1 seed. It did not happen with UVA on the men's side. It happened years before on the women's side, but you have to imagine how proud she is. And Sarah Strong has certainly grown up in a basketball family.
10 years in the WNBA. They kick it, heckle, way short on it. Second chance for UConn, a reset to 20 on the shot clock, a 30-point lead. Jana El Alfie has checked in her first minutes of the night. Extra fun. Those extra passes, especially with Fudd in the mix to get going from behind the line, have stood out. UConn just so layered offensively.
So many players that can shoot threes. Ali Zabel can shoot. Kaylee Heckel can knock it down from afar. AZ Fudd is the name everyone's going to think of, but they've got multiple players that can hit from three.
Fudd's second personal foul. UConn up to 4 team fouls as we're about to hit the midway point of quarter number 3. On the catch and drive off the formation, Watson will head to the line. It's on Zabel, her first, and UConn is over the limit. Ava Watson, a sophomore, Buford, Georgia, led the Buckeyes in bench scoring last year. We've discussed Kevin McGuff's team is super young. No one from their current roster, their 11 players, was on the team that beat UConn in the tournament a couple of years ago. Normally, we're accustomed to a veteran group.
We're living in a time of college basketball where so many teams are dealing with having brand new rosters, and even if it's players that were on the team last year, they're having to step up into new roles rather. So it takes a little bit of time for everybody to get an adjustment, understand how to play with one another, and build that chemistry. Ohio State being one of those many teams right now that are dealing with that.
I'm just thankful the portal hasn't broken us up.
You and me too. You and me both, my friend. Breakdown. Give me your breakdown there.
Well, stretch big.
Okay.
Defends.
Yeah.
Out of this world talented.
There we go.
Young.
I feel like you could definitely apply that there.
I don't like being the analyst.
I was giving you your chance here.
Press break by Connecticut, leading at 65-38. 3-0 on the year. Ohio State 2-0. Coppin State and Bellarmine, their first 2 matchups of the season. Blanca Quinones has not been shy to initiate. She's looked good.
UConn has multiple players like Sarah Strong, like Blanca Quinones, who can take it off the floor with their size. So many times you're going to play against, bigs who can't necessarily handle it. But right now, UConn has so many bigs traditionally that have guard skills. It's a huge advantage.
Pass is picked off by Ava Watson, coast to coast. Not just Tuesdays in the NBA, but here at home.
I see what you did there.
Fudd with the dish. Now Alfie on the board.
I love when post players don't put it on the floor. Initially, right there, Alfie kept the defender on her back, held her seal and finish.
Keep that ball high, right?
Nice and high. Don't let anyone block it.
Watson makes it rain.
Ohio State presses full court. They're really quick, moving on the flight of the ball. When you press the way Ohio State does, you're never out of the game necessarily.
It's their first made 3 since the first quarter.
It does take time to get that press moving with everybody on a string. Like some of the teams that Coach McGuff has had in the past have been so great. They had Taylor Theory, Cody McMahon in this press, JC Sheldon. Smart defensive players who can really turn people over. They understand the angles on when to trap. It's going to take some time for this press to continue developing to be as good as it can.
It's a hot potato, finally secured by Zabel. Quinones on the run. Now Alfie. Cambridge snags it. The sophomore from Nashville with the outlet to Kitts. Got it.
Kylie Kitts can keep hitting from 3. That's going to be such a huge advantage, especially in Big Ten play as you play against taller, bigger teams. To have your big come out, stretch the floor, it just opens things up on the offensive end.
Transferred in from Florida, Kylie Kitts did not play in last year's regular season, just 1 appearance in exhibition play. She's finally healthy.
Her sister is Chloe Kitts from South Carolina.
We wish her well.
Unfortunately out of the season with a knee injury. Look, even when your teammates knock each other out, just got to get back and play.
It took a second.
That kind of day.
Took a second to recover.
But then she comes back and knocks down the 3. Next play mentality.
It's a 21-point game, 13-2 Ohio State run over the last 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
Ohio State's done a better job of keeping UConn to one and done in this stretch.
Dasha Burek, freshman from Ukraine, into the game, number 7 in red. Too many steps, turnover. Ohio State now up to 20. That is a new season high. 25 Connecticut points off of turnovers. That's been their bread and butter here in the early part of the year.
UConn's been able to keep bodies fresh on the floor so they can play with a little more pace. They can pick up full court. And the defense just not allowing the ball to get reversed has been huge.
Fudd the feed, Strong, and the foul. Didn't Gino tell us that before the game? Can we start to see the fluidity between Fudd and Strong as the year develops?
Well, there's your case in point. And that was a great pass by Fudd, leading into where only Strong just had to worry about catching, finishing down low. No, I'm running out of adjectives to describe Sarah Strong. I'm going to need to get a new Webster dictionary.
Well, you might want a thesaurus.
Oh, that would definitely be what I want.
Yeah.
Clearly, I've not gone to school in a while.
With the dictionary,
no,
you need to know the word you're looking up. You follow me?
No, I'm with you. Now, are you going to make me enter the transfer portal as your partner?
Come on. Blanca Quinones. Let it out. Coming out party for Blanca today.
This is a big game for Blanca Quinones from a confidence perspective. Going against a Power 4 team, she looks fearless, but she's gotten it done in different ways. Defensively, forcing stops, getting rebounds, steals, finishing on the other end. She looks like she's settling more and more into a rhythm, into the system. Doesn't look like a freshman right now.
Not at all. Quinones, UConn's first player from Ecuador and South America. She's 19 years old. Made her season debut Wednesday. Coach Ori Emisero going to ramp it up. Sarah Strong with the block. That is mine. Like cookies out of the jar. Oh my goodness, what a sequence. Sarah Strong. Nasty. And a travel by OSU. You got no words at this point?
I was going to say, no notes. It's pretty good basketball. And then right here, I mean, the block, the timing on it. She was all the way back at the elbow, by the way.
Quinones with 2 more paint points for Connecticut. Now 40 in the game. Sarah Strong 2 away in points to match her career high. It's a 10-0 Connecticut run in the last 50 seconds. We will step aside. Have really emerged today. Strong with 27, 7, and 7. Quinones with 18 on 7 of 10 shooting. Jelani Cambridge off the mark from 3. She's got 11 points to lead Ohio State. 6 boards. Sidestep, jumper won't go. Defensive intensity has been there from the start for Connecticut. This pass is picked off by Cambridge, like a free safety. The football program is pretty good at Ohio State.
I was going to say, number 1 in the country.
Ryan Day might recruit her to play back there, and that's a 3-ball for Todd.
You can see glimpses of when this Ohio State team is in the right positions, how good they can be. And this press is one of those areas where they can excel. It's just going to take a little bit of time for everybody to learn each other and when to come up, when to trap, when to set it, where to be, the angles. But that takes time on the floor playing together, and there just hasn't been a ton of that yet for the Buckeyes.
Drive and kick. Strong has tied her career high. 29 points.
She doesn't even look tired.
I'm stunned she's never dropped 30 in a game. 2 seconds for Cambridge, weaving in and scoring at the horn. 3 down, 1 to go here in Hartford. Sarah Strong and UConn up big on Ohio State.
Sarah Strong will very likely be on that list here pretty soon. We've seen early performances so far this season. I think about Hannah Hidalgo dropped 44 in a game earlier this year, 16 steals. But Sarah Strong, the consistency we've seen and her ability to get it done everywhere on the floor, playmaking, defense, scoring herself. She is the favorite right now for National Player of the Year.
It's a Christmas Carol stat line. 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 blocks, 5 steals. Just go right down the list. There's Chance Gray in transition.
Pear tree. I like that. Props to you singing that too.
Stop.
What can't you do, BG?
That wasn't very well done, but I know when to cut myself off. Most times. Fourth quarter's underway. Megan McEwen, Brendan Glasheen, thanks for being with us on your Sunday afternoon, the Big East on Peacock. Strong the dish, jump pass, Zabel. It's a great extra feed by Ashlyn Shade. Everybody organized, knowing where each other is for Connecticut on the offensive end. That's progress.
But that pass didn't look like it was going anywhere near a white jersey, but then that extra touch pass. UConn right now is playing on a string, offensively and defensively.
Connecticut today with 23 assists, 31 field goals, shooting north of 50% from the floor. Kennedy Cambridge, a dart in the paint. Lemila cannot knock it down. Strong with 29. That matches a career high. Fudd on the drive. Outlet. Shade over to Zabel. Swirls it home.
Allie Zabel is one of the most pure shooters on the floor. That release is high. It's quick. She does not need time to get it off.
11 three-pointers for UConn. This was a three-point game, folks, at the end of one, 27-24. Elite shot making on both ends. Lemila, way strong on the three. Sarah Strong collects the rebound, a double-double, 29 and 10. Shade in traffic amongst the trees, deflected and snagged by the Buckeyes. Ohio State takes on Kent State back at home on Wednesday. They opened the Big Ten season against Northwestern December 7th. Second chance opportunity off the heel. Lemila collects 2 more. Fudd ahead of the pack, float game, backs it home.
Even a shot like that shows you how she continues to elevate her shot profile. Hit it from 3. Defenses are going to come out on you. Nobody wants AC Fudd to get a shot off from 3. So now she's so balanced and deliberate in her decision-making with the ball in her hands.
First 2-pointer for Fudd, had hit 4 3-pointers for her totals on the day. Cambridge hits the deck. And KK Arnold, once again, a pest.
UConn's done a really nice job defending Jelani Cambridge. They're all over her. She's no room to move.
Megan, you'll be part of this game on Friday.
Did you see what Michigan did to Notre Dame yesterday?
Sure did.
Oh my goodness.
Impressive.
And what's impressive about Michigan, they are one of the most defensive disciplined teams.
We'll discuss more when we come back to Hartford. Under 7 minutes to go. Big lead for the Huskies. 184-57. Cheers squad, band in full effect. Good student presence today. First Hartford game for Connecticut this season. Under 7 minutes to go. UConn, thanks to an unbelievable stat line by Sarah Strong, contributions by Blanca Quinones, AZ Fudd, Sarah Williams. Everybody getting their hand in this effort today against Ohio State, picked 5th in the Big Ten. Fudd, swish. That's her 5th three-pointer.
You cannot give AZ Fudd a step. She needs no room to get that shot off.
Fudd started this game 0 for 6. She's hit 6 of her last 9 shots. Jelani Cambridge high off glass.
Nice job by Jelani Cambridge. Staying, going to the basket even off the switch. Wow, the pace.
No shade. That was good.
even when Ohio State's getting set up in the press, UConn's doing a great job of hitting the middle, quickly passing the ball. The best way to break a press is passing the ball quick.
Todd fires.
And this is what Coach McGuff spoke to us about pregame. Not wanting to live and die by the three. Sometimes Ohio State will take too many threes. They want to work on getting better quality shots, working the ball. A good three comes after a couple of ball reversals. You get your teammates open. You maybe get a paint touch, and the defense collapses.
We had a close contest in the first, Megan. 3-point deficit for Ohio State. Had a lead in the first few moments of the game.
Yeah, it looks really good to start out. And again, this is a team with a lot of new faces. And new faces and old faces in new roles. So it's just going to take time for everybody to get on the same page. This is a tough third opponent to have on the schedule for the Buckeyes.
And he painted the picture for us and put it in perspective. Half of our team played their first college games this past week. Going young for the first time in a while. OSU's been to the tournament 4 straight years. However, in the last 2 seasons, they did not reach the Sweet 16. That's a muscle finish inside by Kylie Kitts.
When you look at the landscape of the Big Ten, you have to be ready for the physicality every single day. Think about the post presence that Lauren Betts brings to the table for UCLA. Maryland is really deep this year in terms of their front and back courts. So Ohio State is going to continue getting more incongruency with each other with this press.
That was a rocket to set up the shot for Shade. Sarah Strong, so unselfish. She's 3 assists away from a triple-double. That's how you run the break. Everything but the finish. Strong with rebound number 12. Heckel emerges. Fudd over to Zabel, couldn't hit it. Shade, 2 more.
It's a good finish by Shade, but even when Allie Zabel misses, her release is so pretty. Even when it doesn't go in, you can tell every single time she shoots, she thinks it's going in.
KK Arnold back in the ball game. Zabel gets a hand and high fives on the bench. Go under 5 minutes here in regulation. 2-on-1. Fudd lays it in. 19 for AZ Fudd. Huskies by 30. Quick trigger on the other end, in and out. Sarah Strong still sitting on 29 points. Has never scored 30 in a game.
That's surprising.
How about now? Perhaps next time. Gotta get back. Gray swerving. Not on the corner, but got fouled. She could be done for the night. We'll see. We've got players at the scorers table, and here comes Jana Alfie. Sarah Strong finishes with 29 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Oh, just a couple more tidbits for you.
Oh, what you
6
got?
steals, 3 block shots. Wow.
What'd you call it, a Christmas song stat line?
Yeah.
I love it.
I gotta be honest, I'm blanking on what the actual name of the song is.
It's
Partridge in a
the
Pear
12
Tree.
Days of Christmas.
12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay,
Christmas.
thank you.
It's almost Christmas now, my friend.
It sounded too basic.
The decorations are out. Home Goods has. Yeah, it was too basic. It is the 12
Days of Christmas.
You gotta keep it simple. K-I-S.
And don't shame us. There are a lot of carols out there.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I wasn't trying
You'll
to
shade
throw
me all
any
the time,
shade.
Chris.
But you're an easy target in terms of shade.
Shot clock down to 5. Bryn Martin with the kick out. And a wing 3 for Todd off the mark.
When Ohio State has multiple players catch fire from 3, they're going to be dangerous.
New season high for Yukon in assists. 34-point lead. Heckel is drilled at left shoulder. Right back to her feet. So we're finding out in 2 weeks that Connecticut is pretty deep.
Yeah.
And they've brought in 5 new players. Talked about Sarah Williams off the top because of her familiarity with the Big Ten. played at Wisconsin. AZ Fudd's day is done. I'll go to the bench, but what do you see here for Heckel and how she can fit in and integrate her game into the program when these games really start to count?
Heckel has a high basketball IQ. She can actually shoot well from three, even though the stats might not indicate it early on. She's a good shooter, but her decision-making with the ball in her hands makes her special. UConn's advantages here in their depth, they have multiple players that can handle the ball. Sarah Strong, KK Arnold, AZ Fudd, Kaylee Heckel. When you have that many ball handlers and you're facing some of these quicker teams that can cut you off at the angle, when you have other people that can relieve some pressure from each other, that's huge for UConn to have that many people who can handle the ball.
Khalees Fisher, freshman guard from Baltimore, has checked in, and team mom, Caroline Ducharme.
And Caroline Ducharme was one of the few players on that team when UConn lost to Ohio State in the NCAA tournament.
Ella Hobbs and the foul. Some fresh faces in the action now for both teams. It's no knock at Gino. He's got a great pulse in his program, of course. He's doing this a long time, but I'm sure Caroline Ducharme has played in close to 70 career games. She is the teammate that will be a helping hand. On bad days, she'll text her teammates to check in with them, and great to see her on the floor as well, healthy. There's Ducharme, 33 in white. Alfie circles back. Arnold is denied by Burek. Great move by Watson to split the defender. Sets up a triple try. Old board Burek. Ohio State capitalizes. Tiana Todd for three. We approach the 2-minute mark. A 3-point game at the end of one. High execution offensively, and then UConn separated with a 23-6 second quarter advantage.
I was really impressed with how Ohio State came out in this game. Really threw the first punch. Then UConn completely locked in defensively in that second quarter and have never looked back.
Ducharme at the buzzer, no. El Alfie back to Ducharme. Unselfish play allows Fisher to put it home. I would agree, and that first quarter, that first 10 minutes should get the bunny ears up around the Big Ten. That Ohio State, while young, they are feisty and will not back down from a challenge.
And are capable of putting up 24 points in a quarter. The defense, Ohio State's identity the last couple of years in the Big Ten has been somebody that can speed teams up. You have to prepare for the press. Not every single team in the Big Ten presses, so as a special scout, you really have to lock in on. And they've beaten teams by pushing pace of play and getting you out of control.
Excellent one-on-one attack by Tiana Todd, who put it home. And see Sadie Henry, a redshirt freshman, 15 in red, checks in for Ohio State. Day is done for Todd. KK Arnold out. And Ayanna Patterson, who played just 7 minutes in the Loyola Chicago game. First time being on the court since the 22-23 season. Her first appearance is, of course, the opener against Louisville. We go under a minute. Again, up next for UConn, they play Michigan on November 21st in the Basketball Hall of Fame Women's Showcase at Mohegan Sun.
That'd be a good game.
Gino Oriano spoke very highly of Michigan, besides the fact they beat Notre Dame. That's a game he had circled as a measuring stick kind of game.
Michigan's ball screen defense is some of the best in the country because of how they communicate, how they rotate. Olivia Olson, Silas Swords. Think about this McDonald's All-American game a couple years ago. Kaylee Heckel was in it. Silas Swords, Olivia Olson from Michigan. Jelani Cambridge from Ohio State was in it. Allie Zabel was in it from UConn.
You're going to forget someone.
I know, I'm definitely missing a lot of people, but off the top of my head, who I can see on this floor at the moment, it's a lot of talent that Ohio State and UConn are about to face.
Connecticut's first 100-point scoring effort of the young season. Progress was made today offensively for Connecticut. 29 for Sarah Strong, 18 for Blanca Quinones. Azzi Fudd was cold early and then caught fire. She finished with 19. Shot clock is off. Ohio State again is back home Wednesday night against Kent State. UConn ties its largest win against a Power 5 school this season. 32-point victory over Ohio State. They avenged the tourney loss from a few years ago.